Right. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So first and foremost, let me tell you guys that I am super excited about what's about to happen next month. We are a little under 30 days until the event. So again, I am just super, super, super excited with what's about to happen. Today, I'm going to try real hard not to get on any soapboxes. I'm gonna try, but sometimes I start feeling it, and y'all just gonna get what you're gonna get. All right, but just so you guys know that we do have some scheduled trainings that are going to be happening later on, really beginning next month. The trainings are mandatory, but you only have to attend one. This is not one of those. Some of the information that's in the training or will be what we'll talk about a little bit today, but we're really only focusing on one part today. But again, those trainings, and I will actually be sending everybody an email by tomorrow, letting you know of the dates of the trainings. And again, we're looking at having approximately 3 trainings before the event, and you only have to attend one. Okay. These trainings are approximately 2 hours, so they're very thorough. They are virtual. But again, and let me back up just a little bit to explain to everybody why we are doing this. Okay. For those of you that have exhibited with us before, actually, you know what? I just jumped on into it. Most of you guys know me, but for those of you that don't, Corey, Network King, the company is Pro Networker. We have been in business now. This year, we're celebrating 15 years. We do several events. The Atlanta Black Expo is just one of the events in our portfolio. So we got that out the way. But for those of you that have participated in our expo last year or the year prior, even the Taste Urban event, you know that we do these trainings. But even outside of Taste Urban, when it comes to the expo, I want all of you guys to understand that this expo is, for our company, the largest event that we do a year, number one. But outside of our company, the Atlanta Black Expo is I'm going to say, in the top 5 as far as Black expos that happen in Atlanta. I want to say it's in the top 3, but I'm just going to say the top 5. And what that means is that there's not many other events that are of this size. So this is pretty much what we coined the Black Business Super Bowl. Okay. So when you think about the Super Bowl, I want you guys to think about, those, especially those of you that, know the NFL, when you ask the question, how many teams play in the Super Bowl? 2, right? But how many teams go to the Super Bowl or attend the Super Bowl? All of them. Why? Because it's a celebration of that. And you know how much time and planning and effort and all of that, how many people watch it, all of it. It's really a celebration of the Super Bowl. Well, all the Atlanta Black Expo is a celebration of Black businesses. Okay. That's all that it is, a celebration of Black businesses, a celebration of recycling these dollars in the Black community, all of that. I say all of that to you guys to say, beginning now, but definitely beginning February 1st, I am going to implore all of you to look at this as the size that it is and to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to prepare yourself to make sure that you actually come outside of this event. So on the 24th of February, which is Monday, that you can actually say, listen, I was prepared. I came to the event. I got my business out of there, and my business grew because of this event. If your business does not grow because of the Atlanta Black Expo, it is 100% your fault. Okay. I want to be very clear about that. It is 100% your fault if your business doesn't grow. Okay. Because myself and, boy, we got a special guest in the building today, y'all. Y'all not even ready. I'm going to introduce her in a minute. But we have put so many elements inside of this event that you're not going to see in other events. And if you ask the question, well, what elements is that? Hint, you're on the phone right now with one of those. I have participated in several hundreds of events where I was an exhibitor or whatever the case is. I personally have never been on a call prior to the event training me on how to be successful in that event. Number one, I've never participated in an event to where they had a rebate program where I could actually make all my money back before the event even started. Never have participated in an event like that. We have just those two that I just named, and I promise you, we have more stuff, elements that we've put in place. And let me be very clear with you guys. As we put these elements in place, it costs us more time and money to do it. Why do we do it? We do it for you. We do it for these business owners because we understand as business, because we are business owners as well, that there's either a lack of money there, a lack of time there, a lack of resources there, a lack of education there, whatever the case is, that's keeping us from getting to this next place. We understand that, and we want to make sure that we're bridging that gap. Okay. So there's some of you guys that are part of this that have been in business for 20 years. There's some of you guys where this might be your very first event that you're exhibiting at, and we welcome both. What we have heard is, regardless if a person, this is their first time or this is their, 30th time exhibiting, that they have learned information that they've never heard before. And this is why we do what we do. So again, I want to make sure that everybody, again, I implore you not to just look at, oh, this is just any other event that I'm exhibiting at. Okay, I'm just going to really look at the information when I actually get to a couple days before, whatever. I implore you not to do that, because if you do that, let me tell you what's going to happen. You are going to lose money, period. You are going to lose money if you do that. If you do not take advantage of all the things that we put in place, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys now, it's a lot, okay? We have a lot of things that are in place. And what's going to happen is, if you don't be on calls like this, or even for those people, we're recording, so those people who couldn't be here, hopefully you watch these recordings. I'm going to prepare you now. We have a lot to go over. Why? Because it's the Super Bowl, okay? This only happens once a year. And if you do this thing right, your business should take a jump. And I'm not talking, oh yeah, we made, $100 before, now we made 150. No. Your business should make a dramatic jump. And that's why we put all of these things in place. So again, I told you I'm not going to get on my soapbox, but Angie, you see I'm feeling it. So with that, we're going to get into this. So again, if you're just joining us, please, inside of the chat, make sure you put your name and your business name. Again, this is going to be recorded, or this is being recorded. If for whatever reason you have to drop, that's fine. I will be sending out this recording later on today. Okay, so obviously you can watch it at your leisure. Also, again, this call is not mandatory, but we will have trainings, and our goal is to try to have about 3 of them before the expo, but you are only required to attend 1 of those. You are open to attend all of them if you want, but you're only required to send 1 of them. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Before I jump in, anybody else fired up? Is it just me? Anybody else fired up? Put that in the chat. I just want to, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the only one.
You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Wonderful. That's what I like hearing. That's what I like hearing. Actually, before I start, I always want to do this. I want one person who this is their first time either exhibiting it at the Atlanta Black Expo, or it's their first time exhibiting with our company. I want you to unmute yourself and let us know what made you choose to exhibit with the Atlanta Black Expo.
Hi, my name is Lala. I have a content studio called 111 Studios, and this is my first time being an exhibitor, period, ever. My
Really?
business is 1 year old. Yes, yes, very, very new. So a little
Congratulations.
nervous, but excited. And the reason why I chose Atlanta Black Expo is because, like you said, it's the Super Bowl. I've heard of it before. And it's Black. I mean, and that's my target audience. So I definitely are here for all the benefits and all the gains. And I thought that this would be a great investment for my first expo.
Real good. Wonderful. And I got your message, Angie. And let me get one other person who has been here that has exhibited with us before, especially if you've exhibited at the expo before. Let us know why you're here. Maybe I gotta pick on somebody. Come on, Zoe. You've been here before, right?
No, this is her first year.
This is her first year?
Yes.
Kevin, I've done business together. Everybody on here is new? All right.
We
Well,
are
listen,
all new.
Okay, and listen, I'll take it. Well, listen, there's a superstar on this call right now. I need to make sure that I introduce her first because I don't know how long that you guys are going to be able to see her. Okay, so listen, I have what I like to call my power twin. Okay, somebody who I could not do this event without. Someone has majorly impacted this business. And again, if you guys have not found somebody in your business to where literally, again, is your power twin that can really help you in your business, you guys can accomplish things together, I implore you to find that because I found mine. So I want to introduce y'all to Miss Angie Sims. She is phenomenal. This is our event director. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all not ready when she in the building. All right.
Hey, so Corey, thank you so much for the introduction. And thank you so much for even the invitation. I am so honored to be a part of ATL Black Expo. It lights my life on fire, y'all. But you know how they got a good twin and a bad twin? So me and Corey play good twin, bad twin, back and forth with each other, but we are definitely twins in event planning, in business, and how about in making money? So I'm gonna play bad twin right now. Corey will implore y'all. I'ma say y'all better get y'all stuff together and be glad. Everybody say thank you, Zoe. Can everybody put in the text in the chat? Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Zoe. Y'all better be glad Zoe on this call. Because Zoe's on this call, I'm not gonna say what I'm not gonna implore y'all. I'm just gonna say, hold your hat on. Thank God that Zoe's on this call because I'm not gonna go as hard as I usually do. But thank God to children, entrepreneurs such as Zoe. Thank God for all of you guys. My name is Angie C.J. Sims. I am the Girlfriend's Plug. And I see some of my members on here, so some of y'all already know me. I am also the founder of the League of Girlfriends, the greatest social organization for women in business. But being an event planner for over 25 years, Corey and I were doing business together and networking together for years and years and years until we decided, why don't we do these events together? Angie, why don't you come to my event and tell me what you think, maybe some adjustments we should make? And ever since then, we have realized how kindred spirits we are, how much of twins we are, how much we do business alike, how much we like to make money together. But listen, we encourage you go to not even next level. I spoke at the Women's League call yesterday, and their slogan this year is not next level, it's all of the levels. So if you want to be for all of the things, you've come to the right place. And you'll hear me say lots of stuff. I'll be on every single training call. I done put on my super cute whiteness for y'all today, but I can't claim I'll be on screen the whole time. But I will tell you every time I am on screen, I'm going to light y'all butts on fire. I'm going to tell you that part. So we're going to have a great time today. Corey's going to tell you about this rebate program that he came up with that I think he's a plum fool for doing. But guess what? It's been working. He's giving people their money back, encouraging you guys. And I'm going to encourage you guys to show up better, to make bigger goals. And ultimately, what we together are trying to do is make sure that when you exhibit, not at our event, when you exhibit anywhere, and not just when you exhibit, when you showcase your business to anybody, whether you're being a public speaker talking about your business, whether you've written a book, I help people do that too, right? So no matter what the thing is that you're doing to exhibit the gifts that God has given you, y'all heard that, not the gifts y'all came up with by yourself, the gifts that God has given you, whatever you're doing to showcase that you're doing it to the utmost. You are showing up, showing out. And I say on the training call that once you set a goal, if that goal don't scare you, it ain't big enough. So again, Corey, I'm gonna release my seat back to you. I'm gonna yield on my time right here before I get on my soapbox. Corey, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'll be on the call in and out. I won't always be on screen, but I'm always gonna be in the background. Thank you for this opportunity. And everybody on here, y'all, if y'all ain't on fire, get ready to get the fire lit because we're about to light y'all. Thank you, Corey.
You know what, Angie, I was just sitting there listening to you. I was like, man, I could just imagine if I was one of the people on this call, like, man, I'm going to get it from both of them. Like,
right,
most times there's
right.
one person that's a little side and another person, but you're getting it from, listen. And let me explain to you guys why Angie and I are both like this. We truly love business, number one, and we love our people, number two. Okay.
Yes.
We love business and we love our people. So it's one of those to where when you have two people that are like that, and here's the other piece, and this part is really important. We are really good at what we do. Okay. We are very good at what we do. And when anybody quote unquote questions that, let me let you guys know what's about to happen this year. For those of you that participated in our expo last year in 2024, we were at the Cobb Galleria. We were in a space that was 36,000 square feet, okay? This year, we have moved the space, and we are now at the Georgia World Congress Center. And let me show you what this space looks like, just so if anybody has any questions. We went from a space the size of 36,000 square feet to a size of 105,000 square feet, okay? For those of you that aren't mathematicians, that's 3 times the size. And let me also then tell you that I honestly didn't think that we were going to be able to use the whole space. So what I just thought was we were just going to use about this space right here, which is about 70,000 square feet. And I said, okay, this year, we're just going to use this space here. But I am proud to tell each and every one of you, we have officially sold out this event, and we're using all 105,000 square feet. We sold out about 3 weeks ago, okay? And we are already in the process of putting together for 2026. And I can go ahead and tell you that in 2026, we are going to have 2 exhibit halls instead of 1. We're going to be in 3 days instead of 1.5. I say all of that to you guys to say, typically when there's an event of this size and the person who's actually putting it on and all of that, they typically don't tell you how they did it. They just do it. What we are doing is actually giving you, training you on things that we did to get to the place that we're at. And there is no other Black Expo in Atlanta that is no industry specific. There are other bigger expos because they've been doing it for 20 some years, but they're all industry specific. So there's 2 Black Hair Expos, which everybody heard of Bronner Brothers. They've been doing it for 20 some years. We've been doing it for 3. But we are the largest Black Business Expo in Atlanta and the largest Black Business Expo in the Southeast. And this wasn't by happenstance, okay? It wasn't where we just so happened to do this. No, we took our skill sets and applied them. We took our tenacity and applied them. We took our passion and applied them. And then what we did was turned around, packaged all of the stuff that I know and that Angie knows and turned it into a training to pour it into you at no additional cost. listen, I told y'all I'm not getting on my soapbox. I'm gonna really try not to. So Atlanta Black Expo, largest, great. So here me, this is me. You guys know me again, the company Pro Networker. We have several different events that we do, blah, blah, blah. You met my power twin, Angie Sims. Listen, so I want to kind of go through this stuff quickly so we can get through this. Event details. So obviously everybody understands that February is Black History Month. We coined it as Black Business History Month. The goal for the event is to do 3,000 to 5,000 attendees. Our goal was to have 150 exhibitors. We have surpassed that. We are probably going to end up at approximately 200 to 220 exhibitors. We're going to have a food competition, a Black liquor tasting. And as Zoe already knows, we got the Kids Business Expo. So super excited about that. First and foremost, congratulations. You made it. All the tables are sold out right now. So with that, if you are on this call, you have your table, that means that you got in. We have a waiting list of people who did not get in. That's not you. You guys had the forthright to actually get your tables early. So congratulations, okay? Also, because we have what's called a 2-company max, as far as we will only have 2 companies that do a certain product or service and we won't accept anymore, you got in for that. So we have probably other people who do your product and service that wanted to get in, but because you got in early, you actually are here and they probably are not. So I say that to say congratulations to you guys for, again, jumping on top of this opportunity and not waiting. I will go ahead and tell you, which you'll get more information about this. We are going to unlock the 2026 event before we do our 2025 event, and we're going to unlock those opportunities to you first. So with that, for those of you that take advantage of it, which you'll be able to put down a deposit and all that for 2026, then again, you can make sure that you solidify your position. Today, we want you guys to make sure that you know that exhibiting with this is more than just a vending and shopping event. To the attendees, it's that for them. But for you, it's much more than that. Some of this for you guys is going to be a lifeline for your business. Some of you guys for this is going to be a step up in your business. For some of you, this is going to be a transition in your business to where you're going to get more ideas and be able to know how to market yourself more and all of that good stuff. All right. Now, in our trainings that we do next month, you are going to hear us talk about how to make money, not at this event, but from this event. Most exhibitors think, oh, how much money am I going to make at the event? No, it's not at the event. It's from the event, okay? And why it's from is because we have a model, which you typically are not going to see in other events, to where you can make money before the event, during the event, and after the event. Most events you can only make money during and after. You have the opportunity with us to make it before the event, during, and after. Now, today, we're only going to talk about making money before the event, all right? In the trainings, we are going to talk about making money a little bit before, but during and after, all right? And you're definitely going to want to hear about the after. Number 1, put your business on the Facebook event, If you have not done this yet, you need to do this. And let me show you what this looks like. And let me tell you why. So if you go onto Facebook, you'll be able to see the Atlanta Black Expo. What I am going to do right now is, let me see here. I'm going to copy this link. And I do not want you to do it now. Well, actually, I do want you to utilize this link to go to it. But what I'm going to tell you to do, I don't want you to do that now because I want you to pay attention to what we're going through. But what everyone should be doing is going to our Facebook event, marking that you're going, inviting your people, but then going into discussion and doing a post for your business. Now, why should you do this? This is a part of making money before the event even starts. Let me tell you why this is a big deal. If you look at here, 332 people saying going, but 5,600 saying that they're interested. This 5,600 people clicked on a button that said that they were interested in an event. We have close to 6,000 people that have actually clicked a button to say they're either going or interested, which is huge. There's another 3,000 that's invited. But here's the thing. Anytime somebody does a post inside of the event, inside of here, all of these people get a notification, not just the going or not just the interested. Even the people who are invited gets a notification. So what that means is out of that close to 10,000 people that are in there, they will get a notification in this. Now, some of them might not look, but some of them might. If they go here and they're like, "Ooh, Mary Kay. Oh, I'm interested in that. Oh, Zoe B." Man, let me tell you about Zoe B's. Zoe doing it. This young lady is doing it. I can guarantee that if somebody goes in here and sees this and likes it, then now they can actually contact her to actually give her money before the event even starts. That's huge. That is how you leverage this event. All right. So again, don't do it now. But once you get off this call, what you need to do is click that link, look at some of these other ones if you need to. And what you need to do is make sure that inside of the post, you put a picture of yourself, you say about your product and stuff like that. And you want to make sure that you put your website in there or how they can get said product before the event even starts. The only thing that you cannot do inside of this post, inside of this event, you cannot post it twice or more than once. You can only do it once. And you cannot post your flyer that has your code. We are not putting any codes in here, okay? But everything else you can do. So congratulations, Zoe B. And look at this. There's gonna be people who's gonna go through this and look at it. And again, you should be able to make money, or you open yourself the chance to make money from doing that. All right. Does anybody have any questions on that? And make sure if you have a question, either put it in the chat or unmute yourself. All right. Product-based companies. You should use this event as a pickup event for sold product. So let's go back to Zoe B's. What happens is if Zoe goes in and she goes to her clients and say, listen, more than likely Zoe has products. So she has products. More than likely Zoe doesn't have a storefront. So typically if people purchase her product, then she either has to ship it to them or she has to meet them someplace or whatever the case is. But all of that is costing more money. What if Zoe said, listen, for the week leading up to the expo, we're doing a special. We're doing an expo special. This week, you buy something from me and then get your ticket and come to the expo to pick it up. What's going to happen is you're going to have a percentage of people who's like, oh, that makes sense. I want the product and I also want to go to the expo. And now Zoe can now also say, here, you're going to go to the expo, use my code. It's going to save you money. So with that, this is how product-based companies should be able to increase their sales before the event. And especially if you don't have a storefront, is to save them money on shipping and save you money on shipping and time to possibly go meet them by just meeting them at the actual event itself. All right. So this is a really, really, really good tool to be able to use. Now, let's say that you are service-based. With that, use this event as a demonstration of your services. Hey guys, come out. We're going to actually be doing demonstrations. If you do massages, hey guys, we're going to actually be doing massages for people. If you are whatever, we're going to do demonstrations here and being able to invite people for that. What could also happen is you could actually sell your services before the actual event and tell people, hey, listen, before you actually get the whole thing, come and you can actually get a demonstration, or we'll give you a sample of it. Or if that person is on the fence about getting it, hey guys, come to the event and we'll actually show you exactly what we do and how we do it. That's huge. So again, this is the preparation that you do leading up to the event. Again, you do this right, you'll make some money. All right. Now, who wants a free table? I want to see in the chat. I'm gonna see people put in the chat who wants a free table. Let me see here. Let's see here. Did anybody say, can you post a video, E. Marie? Yes, you can post a video inside the Facebook group. Man, nobody wants a table. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got a couple people. Okay. Zoe, I know, listen, I already know Zoe wants a free one. All right. Lala wants a free one. Okay, good. For those of you that want a free table, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, listen, Angie already said to you guys that my team thinks I am crazy for doing this rebate program. Okay. Thinks I'm crazy. But let me explain to you why we do it. I want to increase your marketing dollars. I believe that if you pay us, let's say $350 to exhibit, and I create a way for you to get your $350 before the event even starts, now that means you are at the event for free. It costs you nothing. I would venture out to say is if I said, hey, Lala, do you want to do it again? You'd probably say, yeah, because it was free. So with that, we put a mechanism in place on how that happens, okay? And how that happens is this. You purchase your exhibitor table, which everybody on here has done. We then email you a flyer with your custom discount code, which will save somebody $5. Everybody should have gotten their flyers already. Everybody should have gotten their code already. If you haven't gotten that, then put in the chat that you haven't gotten it. I sent a link out that should have everybody's in, but there might be one or two of you guys that didn't get it. So inside the chat, if you don't have your flyer, if you don't have your code inside of the chat, just put your name, say, hey, I haven't gotten it yet, and we'll make sure by the end of this call that you get it, okay? But you get $5 off. It reduces a ticket, and let's use an example of a $35 ticket, it reduces it to $30. You share this flyer with everyone you know. Every attendee that uses your code, then that money would be credited back to you 100%, actually 50% to 100%, and we'll show you what that is, up to the amount of your exhibitor table. All right. For those of you that have referred any other exhibitors, then you would get 20% of that. So let me show you how that works. So here are the ticket prices. And if you go to our website, you'll be able to actually see, which I'm going to show you guys here in a moment. You'll be able to see the difference of these tickets, okay? But we have 4 tickets, $15, $35, $65, and $95. The $5 off, they would end up paying $10, $30, $60, and $90. You are going to receive 100% of this $10. You're going to receive 100% of this $30. But of the VIP tickets, you're going to receive 50% of those. So you can still get a $30. And if they get a $95, you're going to get a $45 credit. So you have the ability to get anywhere between $10 up to $45 of a credit going back for your table. So again, let's use this as an example. If you have a $350 table, and let's say you got 12 people to get this $35 ticket, That is $360. So you're going to get up to how much you purchased. So you're going to get $350 back at the end of the event. So essentially, we are going to then Zelle you or send you whatever that $350. All right.
Quick question.
Make sure, I want to make sure everybody understands that. So go ahead and let's go ahead and open it up.
So if you post it and somebody wants to know the difference between what they're getting and these ticket prices, do we have something that kind of outlines and highlights why the basic ticket is the basic ticket and what extra are you getting with premium, VIP, so on and so forth? So
you just tell them to go to the website. And on the website, it has it spelled. And this is the website, ATL Black Expo. You scroll down. And it's right here. So let me go through this with you guys really quickly. This is not a free event for anybody. Okay? This is not a free event for anybody. Why do we do that? Because we want to make sure that the people who are in the building are not people who are just looking for free events because they don't want to spend money with anybody, okay? You as the exhibitor should feel confident in knowing that everybody that comes to your table or everybody that's in the building has invested something. They have skin in the game. There are so many expos and events that are free, and I know you guys know this, where people just walk around and they're just looking loose. They're just looking for free stuff. That is not this event. Everybody is paying something to be there. So with that, it's a different type of person that's there, number one. Number two, the basic ticket is just basic entry. All they get is just entry. There's going to be some people who's going to get that. But we are really promoting the premium ticket. And the reason for that is the premium, what gets them is the entry for Sunday, access to all of the workshops that we're doing in speaking, and they also get 10 food tasting tickets. So they get the tasting tickets for free food at the event. So really all of the benefits open up at this 35. Will we get some people that's going to get to 15? Definitely. But my suggestion to you guys is to promote the $35 ticket or the 65 or 95, but really the 35. The mass amount of people are going to get the 35 just because of all of the things that they get, and it's only a $20 difference. So we highly, highly suggest that. And then when you get to 65 and 95, all these is on Saturday, we're doing the VIP reception. The $65 and $95 ticket gets them access to that as well as access on Sunday. The 65 gets them the food tastings. The 95 gets them the food and liquor tastings. Okay, so that's where that is. Good. Any other questions? Good. So with that, everyone should have a flyer that looks something like this. So again, now, this, just so that everybody knows, this cost us time doing this and creating this. But what we want to do is make sure you feel like you use this event like you are a part of this event. You're not just, I'm just exhibiting. No, you are a part of this event. You have your own flyer with your logo on it, with your discount code. We want you to treat this like it's your event. We want you to treat this like it's your event and you are inviting people to your event. Hypothetically, you guys should care not how many people are there. You should be able to get your own people there so that if, let's just say, nobody comes because of us, you guys say, look, I got my people because I invited my people, blah, blah, blah. So again, we want you guys to be able to use this and treat this like it's your event, all right? And look at the website. Now, we're going to open this up real quick. So the code, everybody should have used their code to make sure that it works. Because I guarantee you, you're going to get somebody who's going to say, oh, I used the code, it didn't work. But you want to say, no, I've used it and it does work. So you go here. Let me refresh this. And as I'm going through this, everyone, it's hard for me to see the chat. So please, if you're putting a question in the chat, please unmute yourself and just ask the question.
So I'm looking at the chat too, Corey. So I see Karina, who I know very well. Karina said that she did not receive her rebate code. I'm going to reach out and we'll make sure you get that, Karina.
Karina, in the email that we sent for this event, there's a link there to the Google Drive. And in that Google Drive, there's a folder there's a folder in there that says Exhibitor folder, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. You should be able to find your flyer as well as your code in there. But we're going to go through that after this call. Okay, so just stay on.
And one more thing, Corey, I need you to clarify that they're thinking that the flyer, that the ticket is that the flyer is because it's in the shape of a ticket, probably. So I have someone saying that I don't have this flyer, I only have the ticket. So if you could clarify that.
So on that ticket, which is the physical ticket, it's actually not a ticket. It is a flyer, the physical ones. On the back there, you will see where it says, this is not a ticket, this is a promotional flyer. With that, everyone should have an electronic one, which again, at the end of this call, I'm going to show you guys how to, if you haven't gotten it, I'm going to show you where to look for it and how to get it, okay? So on the website, where it says get your ticket, you're going to see here where it says, if you have a promo code, enter the code first, located above the ticket, and see there. So what they're going to end up doing here, and let's put in SAP. They hit apply. And now it discounts this $5. They then now hit checkout, and this is how you get the credit of knowing that it's you. Now, let's just say hypothetically, they don't put the code in, which some people do for whatever reason. Some people like paying full price for things. When they go to check out, let me show you what this looks like. And they start putting their information in. It is going to ask them, how did you hear about the event? They're going to look here. Nope, none of those. Okay, none. Oh, please be specific on where you saw the event. That source will get credit. Oh, Zoe told me. Zoe B's told me. And I'll put it there. So we do have something in place just so that if they don't put your code in, which again, some people like paying full price, then they would ask them there again. Okay? Real good.
Okay, two other questions, Corey. One is, can we put our booth number on the flyer? And then the second question that I love, are we allowed to attend the VIP events?
Good questions. Can you put your booth number on the flyer? We currently suggest that you don't do that. And the reason for that is, let me go back to this. Because we have already sold out, what we're doing right now is making some adjustments. So majority of the people who has their table number, majority of the people, that number will be the same. But for some people, that number will change, okay? Your spot would probably stay the same, but the number would change. So just for this year, we suggest you not really put the table number on there, but you just put just your regular information. Now, the table, your name and the table numbers will be available to all the attendees prior to the event, okay? So they will be able to find you. Just know that they will be able to find you prior to the event, okay? So don't really worry about the table numbers as of right now. And the other question was, are vendors able to go to the VIP? Yes, you are able to do that. Now, we are going to send that information out by the beginning of February on what that price would be. You would not pay the same amount of the $65 or $95. It will be discounted, but there will be a fee for that. Okay. Any other questions? Real good. With that,
Excuse me, Corey. Yes.
This
is Miss Loretta. I have a question. So, hey, baby. So, why would we have to pay for the VIP if we've already paid our fees for the tables?
Because you've only paid your fee for the table. The VIP is completely separate. So you
So
will,
what
again,
happens at the VIP?
let's go here. Good question. So on the website, if anybody asks what's happening, we have the schedule of events. So on Saturday, it's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a VIP reception, opening ceremonies. We're doing sponsor and partner introductions, food and beverage tastings and competition, and black liquor tastings. So that's what's happening on Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. That is a specialty event again, and that's why the prices are higher with that. So all of the exhibitors, your exhibitor table price has gotten you, obviously, your table, and it's also going to give you tickets for Sunday at the $15 level. You'll get two that'll be at the $35 level. But if you want to upgrade any of those, then you will have the ability to do that, but you just end up having to pay the difference.
Corey, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you mention who was going to be at the Saturday night VIP event. I missed that.
So these are going to be anybody who, or let's call it a foodie, who really wants to do these food, beverage tastings, these black liquor tastings, stuff like that. And then our sponsors and partners, we will probably have some influencers there. We may have some celebrity people there. Again, anybody who wants to be, these are really, let's call it centers of influences. Cool, cool. Let's get back here. So our suggestion is that everyone has a goal of at least 20 people to refer to have them use your code for this. Now, some of you guys bought a table for maybe $150 if you're in the Kids Expo. Some of you guys have purchased a table for maybe $750 if you're in Zone 1. Some of you guys might have spent $1,500 if you're in Zone 1 and you're speaking on the stage. Whatever your price that you paid, what you want to do is to go here and figure out, okay, if I'm getting $10, if I'm getting 30 and 30 and 45, how many tickets would it take for me to be able to make my money back? And that should be part of your goal. So like if that, and when I say tickets, I wouldn't say, well, hell, if I get 20 people to do the $95 ticket, well, if your circle, pays that, great. But most people are going to go on this 35. I would suggest to you guys to market the VIP, market that, but just know that the average person is going to hit at this 35 level. With that, how many would it take of you to get of this 35 or get this $30 ticket to get your money back? And then whatever that number is, let's say that number is 15. I'm not saying to go for 15. Go for maybe double that number so that if you hit double that number, great. But then if you miss that number, then maybe you'll actually still hit the number that you're trying to hit. Okay? That would be the goal there. But again, you do want to have a number in mind and you do want to do that math to figure out, because my goal is, and I want to be very clear about this, my goal is for all of our exhibitors that want to participate in the rebate program to be able to qualify for a free table so that at the end of the event, we can say, hey, we had 200 vendors, and out of this 200 vendors, 50 of them had a free table. My goal is all 200 of them. But again, whatever that number is, I want to make sure that everybody gets a free table for those who want a free table. Okay? Real good. We're going to get to this last couple parts, and then we're going to open it up for questions. How to do this. Again, we suggest that you do a post on Facebook. Not on the event, but also on the event, but this is in your regular Facebook. Tag your friends, put a picture, put a picture of your products and your services. Obviously, put your flyer, put a link to the event. If you also want to use a video, if you go onto YouTube, there's a video, just type in Atlanta Black Expo and you see our video. If you want to put that in there, you can, up to you. What I also suggest is that you put the words, excuse me, hey guys, we are a part of the expo. We are one of the ones that got picked to be a part of the expo. We got approved to be. We're super excited. Come see us. We also only have 7, 8, 5, 3. You come up with the number, discounted tickets left. Use our code, because once they're gone, they're gone. And that's going to motivate people to actually use your code, because you're telling them, hey, I have a discount, but I don't have many left. All right. Highly suggest that you use verbiage like that. Post on Instagram. Again, use hashtags, use your flyers, stuff like that. Put other pictures in there, blah, blah, blah. Email invitations. Now, for those of you that are doing email campaigns or doing slow drip campaigns or your newsletter, definitely make sure that you include this in there, because if you are sending out, everybody on this call should be sending out an email once a month, reminding people about your business. If you are not doing that, you are losing money. If you need help with that, let us know. We have somebody, a part of our team, that can help you do that, okay? With that, you can include the flyer in that email, number one, but because it's an event, you actually can get away with sending out more than one email a month. You can actually do one email a week, inviting them to an event, which they're not going to get tired of that, because they're used to, when people have events, they know, oh, you got to send it out multiple times. What this means for you is, for those of you that are marketing savvy, understand touches. And it takes the average person 7 to 12 plus touches for you to touch them in order for them to know, like, and trust you enough to either buy from you or refer business to you. So now the question is, how do I get these touches? Sending out an email is a touch. Well, if you're doing it once a month, it's going to take you 7 months to get 7 touches. But if you actually figured out a way to actually send it out, let's say once a week, you can get those 7 touches in about a month, month and a half. That just gets them to now refer and do business with you faster. So again, for those of you that are already sending out emails, congratulations. I highly suggest that you add this into the rotation and start this week sending out one just with an invitation to the actual event. For those of you that are not sending out emails, you need to start doing this, not just for this event, but just for your business in general. Again, if you have any questions on how to do that, let us know. We have somebody part of the team that can help you. Text messages. All of you guys should have received a text message regarding the event that you're on right now. Not everybody's ready to do text messages for their business. If you guys are interested in how to do that, let us know. We can help you with it. But the one that you got today was a professional one. But you literally can go to your phone and text people, which you guys have gotten text from our team. That's what they've done. Just gone on their phone, put in the number, and text it out. Text messages are extremely effective. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that as well. Website, I've seen some people actually put it on, like if you go to a website and sometimes that pop-up comes up, I've seen people did a pop-up, put their flyer on there, so that, again, it's just reminding people, hey, we're going to be at the expo. Listen, highly suggest to do that, because what this is also doing is giving that person more information that's just going to your website anyway about the event, and you never know who would be going to your website that sees this pop-up that actually might not buy from you as far as your product is concerned, but they may go to the expo and use your code. So you're still getting revenue from this person who didn't even purchase your product. Phenomenal idea. Post on LinkedIn, same thing like Facebook. Again, tag your connections there, pictures, put in there, I only have 7 discount tickets left. Great. Use your team. For those of you that have a team, and it might not even be a team that works in your company, if you have friends that really support you, who has purchased your products, have this, that, and the other, say to them, hey guys, listen, I really want to make my money back. Can you help me? here's my flyer. Do you mind posting my flyer up, letting other people know about it? I really would like to make my money back. They're going to appreciate you for not telling them to buy something, okay? You're not telling them, hey, just post this flyer for me. That's it. Have them do that. And this is your village. These are the people who support you, who love you. Have them post that flyer for you. Have them let other people know about that to come see you at this event, all right? Last but not least, who you should be targeting, obviously your friends and family, okay? Definitely you want to start with them. And again, not selling to them, just saying, hey, here's the expo. If you want to come to it, great. It's going to be a phenomenal event, but please let other people know about it. Your business associates, people who you do business with, hey, come to the event, come network, blah, blah, blah. Your current client, you definitely want to make sure your current clients know about the event and potentially come to the event. I wouldn't even be mad at y'all if you said to your current client, especially your really good current client, hey, I got a ticket for you. I'm purchasing a ticket for you. All right. Newsflash. If you purchase a ticket for them, you're going to get that money right back because it's a rebate. Okay. So you're going to get that money right back. So I'm not telling you to do this for all your clients. What I'm saying is use that as a leverage tool for some of your good clients. And know this, if you have a client who spends money with you and you say, hey, I want to give you a thank you gift. I'm going to purchase a ticket to you for the Atlanta Black Expo. I promise you, they're 9 times out of 10 going to come. They're going to invite somebody else and they're going to purchase more from you. All right. Old clients that haven't purchased from you for a while. Hey, such and such, I remember we used to do business, a couple years ago. Listen, we're participating. We're going to be featured at the Atlanta Black Expo. With that, I got a free ticket for you. How would you like to come out? Would you do it? Who knows? They might say, you know what? I've been thinking about you. I've been wanting to get back, in your products. Well, thanks for the reminder. Definitely. Potential clients. For those people who are on the fence about doing business with you, give them a free ticket to the expo. Hey, come check it out. Come touch it, all that good stuff. We got some specials that we're going to be doing at the expo and stuff like that. Come check us out. That potentially would actually spark them to actually, do more business with you. And collaborators, people who you are partnered with in business to go get for client acquisition, have them come to the expo as well because they're already a fan of yours. You guys might as well kind of tackle this thing together. All right. And look at that. That's the end. And look at that, 11:01. Boy, I tell you, Angie, do we do this thing or do we do this thing? Any questions? No questions? Maybe I just went to this real thoroughly.
Yeah, I mean, being dope has its privileges.
Maybe I just went through this thing real thoroughly. So what I want to do is, I want to make sure everybody, and again, for those of you that for whatever reason haven't gotten your flyer or your code, I want you to stay on. If no one has any questions, what I do want to do is to, I want someone to unmute themselves and somebody give me a nugget that you heard, something that you heard today, and you said, that was phenomenal. I'm definitely doing that.
Okay, this is Miss Loretta. So the things that I heard was about how to put our information out there, how to give it to the media, how to put it on Facebook, how to put it with Instagram, how to allow people the time so they'll know about it on our text messages.
Yep.
And also to put it in emails. That's what I heard. And I heard that, and I did catch that part.
Wonderful.
I came on a little bit late because I was busy.
It's okay. Again, we're recording this. So
I caught the most important part. I caught the most important parts. How to put my business out there and how to get people to buy the tickets. And to also to tell them about the $35 tickets because that's more valuable and it gives them more to do. It gives them more activity.
100%.
So
thank you, Loretta.
That's what I heard.
I saw your hand. Give us a nugget that you heard today.
What you hear today, Mama? She's trying to be shy, but
I hear. Don't be shy now. You stepping up. You on the call. You did the Facebook post. Tell us what you heard today that you're going to do.
What you hear, baby?
I heard when someone buys, like it does also like the Facebook page, you can like they had to like go to like the expo if they want to, and then but first you have to give them a ticket to go to the expo, and then you can get them.
There you go. Reward them for that purchase. Reward them for that purchase. Real good.
My-
Anybody else have a nugget?
I had my nugget is what I love is beyond the expo. That's kind of how I would phrase it if I had to give it something small. I love how you help and encourage us as business owners beyond the expo. Meaning,
Yes.
for me, that means like the simple nugget of if you're not sending out emails, you should be. That's beyond the expo.
Beyond the expo.
Text messages are incredible touches and they're very effective. That's beyond the expo.
Yes.
Reaching out to people and saying, hey, come pick up your product from me at the expo. That's beyond the expo. So yes, promote the expo. Yes, this is your baby. Yes, this is what you do, and you've figured out how to do it successfully in a very short period of time. But compiling that knowledge that God has given you and that ability to market, and not just housing it for yourself. And how, as we get on these calls that cost nothing extra, how if we take notes and pay attention, we're beyond the expo, and just being able to get on these calls with you, that's beyond the expo.
And thank you for saying that, number one. And what you're going to see in the training that we do, all of the stuff that we do in the training, 90% of what we do in the training is beyond the expo. You can implement it for the expo, but it's beyond that. And again, I'm not going to even go there, but thank you for that. Did anybody else have a nugget that they wanted? And I got a couple more FYIs I'm gonna give you, and then we'll be done. For those of you that that want to stay, because I do, especially for your product-based people, when I talked about having them purchase and coming to pick it up at the event, there's a couple more strategies that you can do with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the call, but I'm going to keep a recording for those people who want to stay on it and actually hear that piece, and I can give you that. Because let me tell you, for you product-based people, you can, if you're service-based, it works with you as well. But if you're product-based, this is a phenomenal opportunity, and I want to make sure that everybody understands it. Okay. So with that being said, couple things. February 1st is next Saturday. Today, I am going to send out an email regarding an event that we are doing next Saturday called the Black Business Brunch. It is an in-person event. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Atlantic Station. You guys will get, it's a $10 for just entry. I think it's $25 for if you want brunch. You guys, because you are an exhibitor for the Atlanta Black Expo, you're going to get $10 off. So meaning you either have a free entry or you're going to get $10 off the brunch. This event is not mandatory, but we highly suggest that you're there. We are going to be, what this event is, it's kind of like a Black business forum where we are going to obviously have brunch and all that, but there's going to be a multiple speakers that are going to be there that's going to pour into your business, give you information about how to make money that month, as well as that year, opportunities for you to be able to participate in and stuff like that. All right. Great networking, blah, 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 blah. So if you got, again, you guys are going to get an email about that today. Also, February 1st, we are going to be launching our directory. Okay. You guys are going to get that information as well. There's a lot of stuff we have going on with this, but that directory is going to be a big deal. So with that, we will make sure that you guys get that information as well. Lastly, February 1st is the beginning of, obviously, February, and is the month that the event is happening. So what that means is now people are really going to start looking at the expo and really start getting their tickets. I suggest that you start your marketing today. Once we get off this call, you start your marketing and you tell people, hey, we're super excited, blah, 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 blah. But then once February hits, you really are making sure you're hitting it. And then once the week of the event, you're really making sure you're hitting it so that you can make sure that, one, you've already gotten your people, you've already made your money back, you've already getting everything in place, okay? Black folks love waiting to the last minute to get their tickets, but you still want to send them the information early enough so they can just go ahead and make a mental note of it, regardless if they buy their ticket or not, but they know, they put that mental note in and they know where they're going to buy it from. All right. Wonderful. With that being said, we are complete. Marie, I have to know, but can someone help me? Yes, send me an email because I can show you how to get your flyer and stuff like that. Okay, so just send me an email and we can help you with that. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry, real quick. If I've had a name change, can that be implemented before?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
So just
Thank
send
you.
me an email on that information. Okay. Real good. Anybody have any questions before we adjourn the meeting today?
Hi, I have one question. So that Saturday is pretty much a VIP day, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and Sunday is when everybody's showcasing and everything else.
That's correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
For February 1st, is this business attire? Is it casual? What's the dress
It'll
code?
be let's say business casual. So I'm not saying come in a suit, but professional.
Okay, thank you.
Corey, I had one other question about difference between Saturday and Sunday, or more specifically, when do we load in as far as setting up for Sunday?
So load in starts on Saturday. Right now it's starting between the load in times is between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. All of the load in happens on Saturday. We will, in the training, we are going to talk more specifically about how load in is going to work.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, y'all. Here's my suggestion. If y'all are as fired up as we are, I would suggest that you start letting people know about the event. Once you get off this call, do a post. Hey, y'all, I was just on this. We are so fired up over here. Come to Atlanta Black Expo. We just got discounted tickets. I only got X number, a limited number. Get your ticket now, blah, 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 and go ahead and start off running. Also, on Saturday's event, the February 1st, for those of you that attend, we are going to be giving you the flyers, the physical flyers, to where you can start. If you go to events, you can give people those physical flyers. So if you just, and even if you can't make the event, but you want to stop by just to get your flyer, we will have those physical flyers available February 1st in Atlantic Station. Awesome. Well, with that being said, this meeting is now adjourned. Okay. I am going to keep the recording going. For those of you that want to find out how to get your flyer and your code that you don't have it yet, you can stay on. For those of you that are product-based, with the exception of Kevin with the food's a little bit different. But those of you that are product-based and want to learn and have the time and want to learn how to leverage a person picking up their products at the event, you can stay on. I'm going to go through that as well. Or for those of you that just want to stay on because you just love getting more knowledge anyway, then you can stay on as well. Okay. But everybody else, if you want to adjourn, you can go ahead and jump off. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the code. Unmute yourself and let me know who does not have their code or flyer.
Corey, just so you know, I've already reached out to Anya about Karina and Miss Marie. Those are the two people that said they didn't have Marie. Those are two people that said they didn't have their codes.
So Angie, in that email that I sent you this morning, for this call, it has a link in there that says your custom event flight. it's in that link there.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
So they should be able to click that link, and that should then take them to a folder that has their flyer as well as their code in.
Perfect. Thank you.
So is there anybody that's on this call that does not have their flyer or code?
Hi, Corey. This is Cheryl Queen.
Hey, Cheryl.
I have my code in the tickets, but I don't have the flyer.
Okay. Did you get that email yesterday or today?
So I didn't check today. Let's see.
Did you get it yesterday? It's in that. I want you to click that link.
Okay. Oh, this the Zoom.
Not the Zoom link, but the Google Drive link. What's your email address?
Okay, yeah, I see it. I got it. I see it from yesterday.
You see where it says exhibitor folder?
Let's see. Exhibitor folder, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, click there. And then you should see where it says flyers and codes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And on the flyer, you should be able to show where, and let me, I'm gonna.
So it has numbers. So.
Hold on one moment. So I'm gonna show you. All right. So it should look like this. Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Okay, so it should look like this. Exhibitor folder. Click in there. Exhibitor flyers.
Yep.
Click in there. Now, if does yours look like this or is it list?
Let me
you go to the top right, it may look like this. If it looks like this, you're not going to be able to see him.
Yeah, mine is a list.
Okay, so at the top right.
Okay, I changed it.
Good.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You'll be able to see it like that.
Just find mine. Okay.
That's it. And if you don't see it, let us know. Okay.
Okay. Will do.
Real good. Thank you for being
All right.
on.
Thank you.
Yep. All right.
You know what? I have another question.
Go ahead.
So if it's I have, Deborah Champagne, we're sharing the table, right? And so,
you say you're sharing the table, what does that mean?
So we're both in the same business. So we're just doing it together.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Good.
And so we had just split the money up, right?
Yep.
But we're gonna try to get our table free.
Yep.
So because I registered, she'll just have to send out my information, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can use the same flyer and the same code because it's going to be the same thing, so that once the money comes back, you guys can just split it or something.
Yeah, and it's the same business. Okay, all right.
Okay,
got it. Thank you.
Wonderful. E-Marie, make sure you email me what you just put in the chat. I need you to email it to me. Okay. Real good. So for those of you that are still on, I'm assuming you guys want to hear about your product-based companies and want to hear about picking up their product. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, real good. I just want to make sure that you guys didn't just leave the room and I'm just talking to nobody. All right. So let's see here. Christian, what's your product?
I'm sorry?
What's your product?
Mental health and wellness books.
Okay, mental health and wellness books. Okay. And then TCH, what's your product?
I do the custom fedoras.
Custom fedoras. Real good. All right. So here's my suggestion. And I'm assuming that both of you guys, neither one of you guys have a storefront, correct?
Correct. I don't have a brick and mortar myself.
No.
But I have like some of my products in the boutique in Cumberland.
Okay. So my suggestion is approximately at least a week out from the event is there's a couple ways you can do this. Okay. Couple ways. And let's use the hats for an example. And TCA, tell me what your name is?
Tamika Coffee. Coffee.
It's
called
coffee.
Coffee. Coffee. Yes.
Okay. Coffee. Approximately how much is one hat on an average?
Starting off at 150.
150. All right. How much is your most expensive hat?
400.
400. Okay. What you could do is, and then, and Kristen, how much is your book?
They range from 20 to 35.
20 to 35. Okay. So there's a couple things that you can do. And again, for anybody who's listening to this, same thing for your business. Again, if you're product-based, okay, we will do something else for service-based, but this is for my product-based people. For product-based, one thing that you can do is first figure out which products do you really want to move, okay? And then which products can you offer a discount to, okay? So like for instance, and let me do step one, easy peasy. Hey, buy my book, that is $20 or $35, and then come to the expo and pick it up, okay? What that means is they make a purchase. So you say, hey, anybody who purchases this week, you can come pick it up at the expo. What that means for them is that they purchase it, and then you then send them a link, and they would then need to purchase their ticket to come to the expo. Okay, now that's level one. If they do that, then again, they're paying not twice, but they're paying for two things: your product and one coming to the expo. Okay. If you really wanted to incentivize them, you could say, hey, anybody who purchases my product this week, you can come pick it up at the expo, but I'll give you a free ticket to the expo. Okay. And you could give them a free $35 ticket. What would happen is they purchased it. So let's say they purchased a hat for $150. You then take a portion of that $150, $30 of it, let's say, and I would purchase them a $35 ticket. You would purchase them the ticket. So you'd go online and purchase it for them, okay, as them. Put your code in. So you're only paying 30. The 30 is going to come 100% back to you anyway. So with that, you're getting that money back. Okay. So essentially you're purchasing it, but you're actually getting that money back. So now they have a free ticket and you've gotten your money back for that. So there's no extra money out of your pocket. Does that part make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The next level to this is if you said, okay, if you purchased a $150 hat, you'll get a $35 ticket. But if you purchase the $300 hat, then we'll get you a VIP ticket. Okay. So, and again, I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm telling you what you could do. Now what happens is, instead of them saying, oh, wow, well, instead of me getting 150, let me go with this 300 or 350 hat because I'm going to get this. Now what happens is you purchase them a $65 ticket. Now you're only going to get $30 from that. But if you have increased your profit margin by more than $30, then financially it makes sense to do that. If your project, now for you, Christian, you might not do that because your profit margins on your books are the difference between the 20 and the 35. So you might not do that one. Okay. But that's something that you potentially could do. Okay. Lastly, one thing that you can do is say, hey, my books are $20 to $35. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a special for the expo. Instead of the $35 book is now we're going to price it at the $20. And when you come to it, we're going to sign it and we're going to take pictures with it, or you're going to get this, this, and this too with it. Okay. So again, taking whatever they would get inside of that expo ticket, but you're just increasing the value of it, just leveraging the value of the expo with what they would actually get if they made that purchase. Okay, so again, you guys got to sit down and kind of think about it. But if you do it correctly, and this is where we get really excited about for product-based companies, because most product-based companies, they don't think about it like this. What they do is they say, okay, I am going to just bring all my stuff, come to the event, and hope that X number of people come, hope that X number of people like, and hope X number of people purchase. Why don't you do sales before the event? So now you already have made X amount of dollars before the event even started. And now what happens is when you get to the event, you have people coming to the event, and now you have people that has your stuff. So like, for instance, with you, people walking around with the boxes of the hats. People are like, yo, what is that? They're now more opt, and especially if people are having it out and showing it, whatever the case is. I want you to think about this visual. A person walks up to your table, and you're like, hey, what's going on? They're here, whatever. Hey, and you make a big deal about this presentation. You have your phone going on, so you might have it live. Hey, this person purchased or whatever. Now they just came just to pick it up. You don't even have to do the transaction. That's saving you time. So now you have more client interaction with them. And if you post this on Facebook or something like that on a live or whatever, it's now getting people, you're training people to do this. Hey guys, we're doing it again at our next event after the expo. Buy it now, come to the event, and come hang out at the event, stuff like that. They're literally promoting your product while they're at the event, especially if they wear it. Because now people are like, oh, where did you get that? Oh, I got it from over there. Listen, that's gold. For you, Kristen, with doing your books, hey, we're doing a book signing. You should be doing a book launch. Kristen, when did you come out with the book?
About 2 years ago, but my most popular book is called No Cap, and it's a teen wellness and development book. Yep. But then on a spin to it, I do have a curriculum and a program that I'll be promoting at the event as well.
Good. So with that, you should do a book relaunch. This should be a relaunch event for you. Hey guys, we're relaunching the event. Everybody who's already purchased the book, come out, because we're relaunching it. Want you to be able to talk to other people about how this book has impacted you. We're going to add something. We're adding new curriculum to it. So you'll be able to be the first to be able to see this curriculum, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we'll sign the copies of it, all of that stuff. Coffee for you. Hey, we're unveiling a new type of hat that we're doing. You should create a hat specifically for the expo and say, hey, we're unveiling it. And maybe have these little campaigns leading up to it. Hey guys, here's the box. Guess what's in this box? Boy, oh man, listen, we created something new. Hey, showing y'all this box. Hey, you come to the expo, you'll be able to see this new creation. Ooh, listen, we created 2 hats specifically for the events. Not gonna even show y'all and do these little teasers about that. Like, oh, that's gold. Listen, what Angie and I try to talk to people about is looking at these events, as most times people just put them on their calendar, and when they start doing work for the event is when they're on their way to the event. No. You don't want to do that with the Black Business Super Bowl. You want to sit down, create a strategy of how this, because essentially for the people who do this right are going to be the people who has created a strategy, implemented said strategy, gave them enough time, implemented it, and they're going to see a significant jump in their business. Significant jump in their business. Significant jump. It should not just be, oh yeah, it was a little blip. No, if it was a little blip, you're doing it wrong. Mm-hmm. So again, those are the thoughts that I had. Angie, did you have any thoughts to it?
You know I do, Coach. Tag me in.
I already know.
Here waiting. One to Twin Power Activate. So check this out. So I knew full well that is it Kristen? That Kristen had a curriculum or Kristen had a coaching program. Because most people in that wellness, mental wellness, and I love your logo, by the way. Love, love, love your logo.
Yeah, it
Most
looks
people
really
in
good.
that space want to help people at a more significant level. And I am a 5-time author. I've helped 18 women write their books for the first time. The thing I want to tell you, Kristen, is that your book should be your business card. You hear what I'm saying? I love that Corey told you to sell that book. Forget selling the book, unless you're selling in the bundle package at $85 or something like that. What it should be is that those of you that sign up for my curriculum before they get my bundle of books for free, come pick them up. Right? It should be about you get access to the curriculum, and maybe I give you another bonus. Maybe you get an extra free session with me because you did sign up before the actual expo. Have your folks come out to meet you. And one thing, Corey, I know we got to put into our training program. We teach them about event-based marketing, but so many of our Black business owners, I hate to say this, but it's so true. So many of our Black business owners don't even know where to start with that. Why? Because they're so transactional, they're not keeping lists of their people. So while you and I got thousands of people we can send lists to, they would mean, what you mean send to a list of who? Who am I going to send my newsletter to, right? They're not sure where to start because they're so transactional. They're not keeping track of the people that are buying their products. They're not. So what I'll tell you is if you don't yet have a list of people, and it doesn't have to be thousands of people, it can start off with 20 people. Go through your transactions and get the contact information for those people and put it into, you can even start off an email. Get those lists of people and everybody that buys your stuff, their contact information is your gold. It's your gold. Everybody that buys, invests in you as a coach or you as a product, that's your gold. The information about who they are, how to reach them the next time, because the best people to get to buy from you are the people that already bought from you, right? So if you have those people contact information, you reach out to them and say, hey, guess where I'm going to be? I'm going to be at the Black Business Super Bowl. That's going to be on February 23rd. You can't miss it. And I love that Corey told you coffee to create a special hat. I love that. That is gold right there. And if you ain't write that down, I don't know what to tell you. So you expose and say, hey, guess what? I've got this new thing coming out. Or maybe there's a new part of your curriculum. Or maybe you just learned something, Kristen, that's new about the mental wellness space. We're learning stuff every day. Maybe even dealing with the wellness of our conditions in the political environment right now. You can tell people if you're looking for a way to cope or helping your teenagers to cope in school, I just found this out. Come talk to me about it. Everybody wants to be heard. Create an environment where people could come and talk to you live and in person at the event. I love that. But Kristen, specifically for you, I want you to treat your book as your business card. You should be giving them books away. Girl, I give books away everywhere. When you can't believe how many speaking engagements I've gotten off of people just having my book open up and finding out how to contact me. Your book should be your business card. It's $20. Everybody can use $20, but I bet you can use that $1,500 that your program costs more than you can use that $20. Use your book as the thing they're coming. You get 2 free books or a package of books if you sign up for my program by doing so and so. If you give away a $20 book and you're making that $30 on the other end, getting you a free table, as Corey told you to, or even helping them out with their VIP ticket, it's worth more that you're investing back in them and allowing them to spend more time with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And one thing Angie just said, especially if your book is $20 to $35, if you told somebody, hey, anybody who buys a $35 ticket, which will be 30, you'll get a free book when you get to the event, which again, you're still getting that money back. Huge. Huge.
Getting the money back and getting a free table, which Corey, y'all know Corey's crazy. I just want y'all to know Corey's crazy for that. But okay.
100%. So good. Do you two have any questions?
Nope, just going to work on a marketing strategy because I was promoting this as my author tour as well. Yep. So, I know I have different leverages with the book. It is the low hanging fruit. basically.
Yes, absolutely.
It's really pushing my curriculum, and that's what I'm putting together now. So I want everybody to adapt this curriculum and license it into their schools, programs, or wherever else. So
Love that. Love that. And
Thank
we at ATL Black Expo, we have lots of partnerships and relationships that can help you get there. When Corey releases the directory, we're going to begin to release other things like courses that can help you go to the next level. I know you heard Corey say a few times, if you need help with that, the problem with this, it's just like when I go to a speaking engagement to work in corporate. I used to take a couple of business cards with me. My team would say, why are you handing out business cards? All these people can't contact, and all these people aren't going to call me. Most folks don't do a jack bit of nothing. Y'all got that? A jack bit of nothing. So what I want to encourage you to do is follow these things and apply these things to your businesses. And Corey has a whole team full of people. If you need help with your marketing, maybe you don't have an updated retractable banner. Maybe you need a stepper, whatever those things are you need, please, I encourage you to reach out. He said a few times, if you need somebody that can help you with this, just let us know. And Corey, I guarantee you ain't gonna hear from them, but maybe these two folks right here, because I done called them out.
We're gonna hear from these two that are on here right now. Everybody else, I didn't know. Okay.
Right.
Love it, love it. So listen, truly appreciate you guys being on. What I am going to do is again send this recording out. I appreciate you two staying on the call. And man, Angie, how can two people get like the two of us 101 with them? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Get it. Yep. But I appreciate you guys staying on. It's been great talking to you.
Definitely. So again, I'm going to be sending this link back out. I'll also be sending the information regarding the event for next Saturday. You guys will get that information again. And Coffee and Christine, if there's anything that you guys need, please make sure you reach out. Because again, and Coffee, I really had this image in my head of if anybody, hopefully people who purchase hats from you, hopefully you've gotten their contact information, stuff like that. You send that out to them and say, hey, listen, we're doing a big photo shoot at the event. We getting everybody who's bought a hat from me to come in. Coffee, I want you to see this image. Can you imagine if there was 20, 30, 40 people walking around the expo wearing your hat? How many other people who's not wearing the hat be like, yo, where did they get that hat from? That's a dope hat.
Definitely.
Hey, where'd you get that? Oh, right over there. That's where I got her. Yeah. Oh, she's great. We're talking about people who like hats, who wear hats, and people who don't necessarily wear hats, but now looking at it and now want to. Man, let me stop. All right. Listen, y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Well, thank you. Let me at least say thank you for the information, because I can see your vision. And I can contest to that, because the last expo where I met you at, a guy purchased my hat, one of my brims, and from there he was just a walking marketing piece, and he was one of the vendors there. So, and from there I almost sold out that particular event.
So hopefully what that said to you was, okay, I need to again bring my customers to an event that I'm at and have them walk around, so that because for what you do is so unique. And I believe you may be, I'm not sure, but you may be the only one at the expo that sells those hats. Just saying.
Yeah, she should have people with her hats at the event anyway. That should be part of your marketing. Just like I tell people, put your t-shirt on, have people go to an event with your t-shirt on. So people say, where'd you get that from? You should have at least 10 people, your friends and family, walking around the event with your hat on, and tell them how to get to your booth.
Yeah.
Buy 10 tickets for your friends and family and let them come and wear your hats.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
We are done. We are adjourned. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and we will chat soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.